Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Norgon 111, and welcome back to Jelly is Sticky. Over here in Meta, we learned some meta rules, but there was also another puzzle that I did not solve. There's a yellow dot over there that I need to get to. And I realized since last time, I can get to it by sticking those together into a little L that I can use to pry this open, and then I can get over here. So let's check it out. Oh, it brings me to meta again, which enables me to do the same thing. Okay, so it's another recursive, what do you call, so that I can move through this comb in order to actually solve the puzzle. And so is that the thing? Now that that is solved, I guess I can go back and back. Yeah, that's going to enable me to get to chapter 8. Maybe. I see an 8 over there. It allows me to get over here. Okay, what's over here? Oh, Ouroboros 1. So Ouroboros, is that like the infinity snake or something? I know I've heard that word before. I'm going to have to look it up after this episode if I remember. Prepare. All right, let's prepare. And... well, let's just jump into these puzzles. Yellow, I to T. Oh, okay, so it's going to be these ones that we're going to redo. Hold on. If I'm going to be redoing them, this is going to give me more fruit, so I'd like to do it here, except that's not going to work. Yeah, I need to have this at like a specific spot that I'm going to want. And I think that and that would no, that and no, that I think that would work. All right, let's try these. These should be easy puzzles based on what we've seen before. So this is yellow T2J. Okay, so I need it to go like that. Can get that there. And then to get this other piece over here, I should be able to do that. Sure, that's one way to do it. Solved. So now that's going to turn... oh, it turns into grape jelly. I thought it was going to turn into more strawberry jam. Can I still do what I want to do here? Let's imagine yes. Because, oops, okay. Can I still do what I want to do here? Let's imagine maybe. I could still shear it off over there. And so does that give me the ability... I just need to use... well, what's the other color going to be? Probably another grape? In any case, I could... can I re-shear this the way I want? I mean, I can... I don't think that's going to work. I think this might already be bad. I'm going to reset this puzzle. So knowing that it's going to be grapes, I guess I want one there. Assuming they're both going to be grapes, and one there. And the reason I want to do that is then when this is solved, I can simply push this there. I'll be able to push the other one down, I think is the idea. So let's come over here. Yellow I to T, sure. Let's not think too hard about it. Can't be that difficult, right? Right. So there's the top portion of the T. Let's get that one offset some. And there it is. Okay. Great. So then I can push this down and we're done. Okay, cool. I think I might grok what's going on in here. So, offset. 0, 3 solved. Let's solve them. So... those are going to become grapes. They're going to get stuck to one another. This one on the bottom needs to be pushed 2. This one needs to be pushed 1. This one needs to be pushed... or sorry, this one needs to be pushed 3. This one needs to be pushed 2. This one needs to be pushed 1. So I need to solve this one first. I think I need to solve this one first. So, Let's solve it. Blue O to J. How am I getting that piece, quote unquote, out? I think I already done something bad. Suppose I did this originally? No. Suppose I did that. Okay. Great. Then I'm going to push this one, only one. Then I'm going to go over here. No, I think I need to push this one too, actually. Is that true? Yeah, I think I'm going to push this one too. And then I'm going to push this one once. Then I'm going to push the middle one once, and it's going to bring both of the others over, I think. Is what's going to happen, maybe? So from here, there is a lot of room to do a lot of things. I could do this and this. And then get one of these guys back over here. I'm not so sure about that. No, that's good, because then I can do this. Great. Okay, so now if I push this guy one, then when I push this guy one, he'll bring both the other two over one, and everything will be good, so far as I can tell. So, blue Z to L. Just have to make sure I can always get to the other side as I'm pushing things kind of up and down. I feel like I might have already trapped some things in bad spots, though. If I do... Actually, if I do that, and that, then I can get this guy back over to the left, which is the thing I really needed. And then... this... I'm not so sure about. Actually, if I brought... I didn't like that. Is there anything else I could do there? I mean, I could do that. It doesn't seem to be helping anybody. From here... yeah, I can't really get around all these anymore. What if I momentarily knock that over and then try to find a way to bring it back? By doing something crazy? Wild and crazy? I don't see the wild and crazy. There's not a lot of room to move things around here. Yeah, I can't get around this one to push it back to the south. Or can I? I think I still cannot. Okay, let's reset this puzzle. So... it's rightwardness and downwardness. They're both difficult. I can't get into that right section now. Okay, so I can't do that for sure. This also already kind of seems unsolvable, unless I do that. There we go. Is this what I did before? Might have been. What if I push this over first? This doesn't quite work. It almost could, though. It almost could. What if I can't push this down already, though. What if I push this down and this down? Then I can push this back up. And then can I get around? No, I've been in this position before, and I don't think I can solve this. Yeah, because when I'm here, I can't get around that whole mess. Don't wink at me, you silly jelly. Trying to show off. Jelly's like, I know the answer. Let's see. What did I not think of here? If I already push this down, then there's no way to get to the right of the other guy. It feels like leaving those two there is potentially good, but where do the others go in the meantime? What if they go here somehow? I keep doing something like this. This is very Sokoban. We have a limited amount of space to walk around and get on the other side of things to push them. Yeah, this is tough. What if this guy... Well, if he goes up here, then I can't get north of all that stuff. And this guy has to be somewhere. Could he be one to the right? That's still not great. I'm trying to just, in my head, kind of map out... let's grab the mouse cursor. Like, this is a location that a block can be temporarily placed away from everybody, that I can, like, walk around it and be able to push things around again, but there aren't many of those. If I could get 3 into this column and be north of it all, I would be done. There's 1. And that's all I can do there, so that's no good. Okay, that's a safe spot for that kind of... This could come down here. Okay, here's a way to get 3 over in that column. But I'm not north of it. Could I be north of it? Maybe. What if I did... this? I'm still not north of it. I could be north of it here. Could I have pushed this over already somehow? When did I... Oh, this is so Sokoban. Alright, if I push a blue against the left wall, then it's all over. There's no way to ever get that guy away, so that's definitely not going to work. So from here, I could also do this to try to get this guy over, but then I can never get north of these two. So that's also not going to work. I feel like it might be solvable from here, but I'm not sure why I feel that way, which is always dangerous. So I can do this and still get north of this guy. But once I start trying to push him anywhere to the south, then we just end up with obstructions that I can't get back around. Suppose I did something crazy, like push this guy way over here to the north at the start. I mean, that doesn't really help me at all. How can I park these guys in useful spots? So I can switch to this position, which feels slightly better because now I can kind of get to all of the spaces. But once I do this, I've kind of blocked myself off. Yeah, because I'm not over there. And if I try to do any of this part first, once I do that, I block myself off. What if I push this down? I'm starting to see something, maybe. That's where I just was. I have an inkling that I might want this piece here to the right of me for a moment. If he is, I can get back up here. But how am I ever getting rid of that whole mess? I would have to... Oh, I can get rid of the whole mess here. Okay. This is also a good position that feels like it's close to something. I mean, obviously I can do this, but then I get stuck, right? Yeah, I don't see anything I can do from here. So let's back up a little bit. So from this position, if I push this over and this down, this might be it. Because then I can do this, I can push this to the left, and I can push this down. Here we go. Okay, that one was work. Alright, and so hopefully I've done all this correctly. Hooray, I did. And so all of those are solved. Okay, that was much harder than the first group. So we'll see if they continue to get even more difficult. There's only one puzzle here. Oh, there's only one puzzle here. It's... Dilemma. I am strawberry. There's an orange over here. Also, there appear to be more puzzles. Monosquare. Is this going to allow me to change what color I am or something? Okay, well, this is straightforward, is it not? I simply must pack the coconuts together in the Tetraspiece coconutty, oops, coconutty, happy buddy, something somethingness. That was straightforward. And it energized... Oh, there's some... Oh. I see the dilemma. Alright, I solved that on one side. I'm going to use the back button. Oh, wait, it solved the other side too, it seems like. It seems like it solved both sides at once. So if I push this to the right... Can I push this out of the way too? I can. So the issue is, this sticks to me, and so if I go to the right, I lose the thing forever, I think. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back into the puzzle. They are still solved. And so I'm able to enter once. And is that all I need? Oh, I can't get this around. So I see the dilemma, and so now I need to be on the other side, but unfortunately that breaks that. But it would allow me to press this, well, slightly to the right. But even if I did that, I would then also have to break this in order to get this... Oh. And even if I got this here, like, how am I going to stick it... Dilemma indeed. What is the thing I am not seeing? If I go back and I go back in. Something clever is going on. I don't know what it is. Should I be using this piece somehow to do something useful? This is a symmetric puzzle. Yeah. That seems to break things. So I want this, like, unsolved. Okay, so I want it unsolved. So while it's unsolved, I am capable of traveling to the left-hand side and right-hand side, which means I need to push this out of the way first. Then solve it from this side? I think that's what I'm learning. Then when it's energized... I can come around this way. There we go. Okay. It was just a matter of kind of seeing what was available to me, but we got it done. Hidden wiring. So I don't know which thing this is actually going to connect to. And the order probably matters. I choose this one. Okay, I am a strawberry. There's some orange over there. The orange needs to stay that shape, but get moved to the right. And that is impossible. No, I can shear myself off like this. And then, oops, move it farther south than it needed to go. So let's maybe not do that. If I were my final shape like this, then I could do the rest of the work for you and then bring that back over there. Okay, great. So what did this light up? The top one, which is sticky like that. Okay, let's just go ahead. Oh, I can control this guy who could just push this into the correct location so it doesn't get stuck to the other one and cause problems when the other one is doing something. Okay, great. I think that ended up being terrific. So now let's solve this puzzle. There are sticky oranges. And I need to somehow... Sure. Go over in the corner. I need to shear myself off, but also be able to get you, and that's also impossible now. Like, I could do... Well, maybe not. Because I could do that. And then that. I pushed you against the right wall, which was not smart. Could I have not done that? I could have not done that if I had not pushed this one all the way to the right at the start. So what if I pushed you down here? Then the problem is where I'm shearing myself off, maybe? Yeah, because now you're going to get stuck against the top, which is no good. What I actually want to do is this and get the oranges in the proper shape. And then I can do that, shear myself off, and get to the exit. Okay. So, now I can control the other set of eyeball guys. Oh no, it is the wrong order. Because I need to move him down, and that's going to kill the first one? No, orange does not stick to strawberry when I'm controlling strawberry. Okay, great. Perfect. Let's continue. That lit that up. Okay, so I have access to 4 pieces of grape jelly. I appear to only need 3 of them. But then maybe also something else. Let's go ahead and peek at... Oh, okay. I need 3 of them in there. I'm then going to walk through a maze of some description. Oh, and that's going to push the thing back to the... Okay. Got the gist. Do I need to bring any grape jelly with me? Let's imagine no. Let's imagine that if I'd solved any 3 of these 4 puzzles, I would have been able to advance. And let's begin walking through this bit of the maze and see where it brings me. Somewhere where I'll need 1 coconut. So sure. Let's step into Ouroboros 2. A bunch of stars, which are going to give me individual pieces that I'm going to need to solve something, I presume. Alright, let's just try to tackle them. All for a star. Red I to Z. Red L to J. Okay, so a couple of easy puzzles. I can solve them in either order. And once I solve one or both of them, I need to solve only one and then shear myself or something, I think. Because there's no other movements. Let's solve one and find out. Okay, so I'm controlling the jelly. I can shear the strawberry. And I think basically I've done what I need to do because I can do this and I can do that. Great. So now I have the ability both to move like that Well, that's kind of the main move. Oh! It didn't occur to me that it was going to be solved by moving to the left like that. Okay, great. This did not start glowing. Do I need to get all of the stars lit in order to something? Perhaps. Let's check this one out and see if that's all we need to do or if there is another gimmick. Hold on. Before I do that, this says 1 of 2 solved. I don't want to leave leftover puzzles that I have witnessed because I did a bunch of that earlier and it was bad. So, suppose I solved this one as well. Does anything bad happen? Let's hope not. This seems very straightforward. He says, screwing up the puzzle. There we go. It's very straightforward. Now I think I can just do the same thing? Yes. Okay. So, this time I solved 2 of 2. I see, and that's what gives me... Okay. So you have to solve both of them. All the puzzles in a section of a yellow dot contribute to lighting up a star. And previously, the stars that we had witnessed only had a single puzzle inside their yellow dot, and so I wasn't aware of that mechanic before. I think is maybe what's happening. All right, multi-square. This is basically only difficult due to sokoban constraints. That is, there's not a lot of room to push the pieces around to get them out of each other's way. But there doesn't have to be a lot, there just has to be enough. This guy I can get back off the wall, and I'd be able to like push all those pieces around as well. So I think this is okay, and actually this guy I would like to move down out of the way over here now. And then this is the first guy. I think he's going to be the lower left and go over here. So now, having gotten him into a better position, now I'm going to try to get this guy into his eventual position. Then I'm going to... I guess just get this guy somewhere out of the way-ish. And then this guy, I believe, is going to be slotted over into here. And then this guy will be the upper right, and that is how you solve a square? Yeah. Okay, so there is one of them. The other one, we have to like rotate the T-shapes. Okay, I understand. In order to break them apart at the beginning, I probably push down and then up from another thing, and that starts creating some space in between the various T's. And so we have teased apart the T's, as it were. And so this T that I just pushed, for example, eventually needs to go where? I see it. They all need to move counterclockwise. So I think I could do something like this. I think this one is going to wind up there, but first this one needs to wind up here. Then this one needs to wind up here. This one I still have leverage to push down here to get it over here. And this one, let's just knock these over to the right for a moment. I'll still be able to push them back to the left. In order to get this one down to where it goes, and then I can push these all back to the left. Great. Okay. Having solved those, this moves the whole thing. There's another puzzle over there. Did I need to solve the right one and not the left one or something? Let's reset. Yes, so if I solve this one, and it's already been solved, so if I just press X, it just solves it. And then I can push this down, which enables me to get to the third spot. Falafel? Okay, this one is less immediately obvious to me where the solution is headed. I think I see it. So I think this piece is eventually going to end up here. The T that's currently at the bottom right is going to end up here. And then the same symmetry on the other side. So the question is mostly about how do I reorder the T's without everybody getting in their way. This can still be pulled off the wall. So let's just go ahead and immediately slot this T into place, except this guy needs to get around him. Yeah, and we've got like some verticality kind of issues. While I can move these back, so while they're pressed against here and I have lots of space to work with, let's also try to get the other T over to where it's going, which is in the neighborhood of over here. And in fact, I can always push him back to the left if I need to. So let's get this guy up to where he goes, except for that I'm not north of these guys. So let's bring... I can have a little walkway through here. Okay, so let's push this guy very far down. Then I'll push this guy up. This guy can already be slotted into place, his final resting position. This guy now can be as well. And I can still walk all the way around to the top in order to get to the T, and I can use the leverage on the corner here to push him in and solve this puzzle. Okay, great. Feeling good. So now I have solved all three of these. And now it appears I need to reset the other way, maybe? So if I reset again, only solve this puzzle, and press it down, then I'm able to solve the meta puzzle. And now all of those are done, and now I've lit up that star. Fantastic. Okay. I got the gist of what's going on here. And at this point, I could cover all of these. What would that eventually get for me? Somehow I'm gonna need to get into here. Actually, could I do that? That kind of does it, but not really. How do I think this is eventually going to be solved? I suppose I don't know what colors these are, and so perhaps as a different color, they would do something useful for me. Or, hold on, I only just witnessed that. Oh, I see. Once I had, yeah. Suppose I had been able to push the jam all the way in here and leave it. Then I would be able to pull this up and it would pull the whole thing up. I think that is the gist. If this is another red, I'll be able to try that out. So let's press our luck and go for one more solve if we can. This would give me 2 stars. Wow. All right. Thaw. All right. Blue O to T. I'm controlling all of them, which makes this pretty easy. He says, going nowhere. Okay, this is an ugly way to do it, but it is the way I'm doing it. Okay. Now they're teed together, and now I put them there. So, this enables me to go here, get this done, light up these stars. They're both reds. I have a piece of grape jelly. I need to get... Why can I not just... Oh, because that boxed me. Got it. How is the grape jelly going to help me here? Because it helps me shear this off or something? Yes and no. There's a bunch of lava. I can't break part of me there. If I had had the grape jelly here... Let's back up for a moment. I don't see how this would help me, but suppose I do this, does anything happen? No. Suppose the grape jelly were... Well, here it doesn't do anything for me because I can't shear here. It'll just push that off. Or just push that off. Alright, I got a piece of grape jelly. How do I utilize said piece of grape jelly? Come on, brain, you can do it! Brainstorm, what if I reset? What if I push the grape jelly first? Specifically, what if I push it here and then solve the puzzle? There's grape jelly on top of that. And it prevents the other strawberry from appearing. Okay, so that is also a mechanic we have not been... Well, perhaps we could have been able to utilize that actually before. So putting a block on top of a star before activating the star prevents it from changing. Okay, and this did give me another strawberry, and so I am... Oops, I didn't want to approach from that direction. So I am curious now to know if I do this, and then do this, I have lifted. And as a result of the lifting, I'm now able to get in here. Sure, let's press our luck a tiny bit more. Oh, there's a bunch of puzzles in here. Okay, Ouroboros 3 is where we will continue next time. I'm going to say I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Jelly is Sticky. For now, bye-bye.